Hello, I am Priyanka here with the video which explains concept of arrays in Java. So in today's video we are going to cover introduction to array or basic of an array, types of an array and declaration and instantiation of an array. So if we see an array in Java, or array, basically array is a type of data structure which stores a similar type of data under one single entity. So basically if I want to store a 10 types of value, or let's say I want to store marks of students, so marks are same type of data for particular student. So instead of storing each and every student data in separate variables, we can continuously store them into one unit structure. That concept can be implemented using array. So array is a container object which holds fixed number of values of similar elements. Arrays, second point, arrays gets dynamically memory allocation in Java. Dynamically memory allocation, this concept I will show you at the time of declaration of an array in next slides. And second thing, whenever array gets the memory, it is in contiguous pattern, means it will get a continuous way memory blocks in memory area. Third point is array consists a similar type of data, and once the size of an array is fixed, then you cannot add up an extra element into an array. Now next one, we will see types of an array. So basically there are three types I have mentioned here: for 1D dimensional, 2D or two-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. One-dimensional array is also known as single-dimensional array. This data, or in this data, is stored in linear manner. Linear manner, you can compare this one-dimensional array with your book page numbers, because book page number starts with a 1, 2, 3, sequentially it goes. In linear manner it goes. It does not have two-way dimensions. A single dimension it has. This is an example of one-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array, what exactly it means, that the array is holding data in two dimension. Two dimension can be a rows and columns. Many times this two-dimensional array is also known as type of matrix, which contains rows and columns. Same like we can say Rubik's cube. If we take a single face or single surface of a Rubik's cube, it has a rows and columns. That is your two-dimensional array. Second, in our house everyone has refrigerator. If you see ice cube tray in refrigerator, it is also a concept, or it is also implementing concept of two-dimensional array, because it stores the ice cube in two ways, row wise as well as column wise. Some ice tray has 3 columns, some ice tray has 2 columns, and 10 rows, 8 rows, and so on. So this is a two-dimensional array. Next one is multi-dimensional array. So that is a collection of array, or we can say nested array. Multiple dimension. Data is stored in an array in multiple dimension. That is your multi-dimensional array. So in next we will see how to declare array variable. Exactly, array variable is a variable or an identifier given to array. So basically this process contains 3 steps: declaration of an array, constructing an array, which is also known as instantiating an array, or allocating memory to an array, and third one is initializing an array. So we will see firstly syntax, how to use this array, because you can have a slight changes in a syntaxes, so you should know these all things. So now just focus first part. Our first step is declaring an array. Under this you are going to declare a simple variable in the same manner which you do in a simple data type variable whenever you are declaring a data type variable. So here the thing is what? Array is a type of variable which stores continuous data or collection of similar data. So here data type means any primitive data type. The square bracket indicates array and this is your identifier, the name given to array variable. This can be followed, or you can go with a data type array name and you can give a square bracket after identifier. Both can work. Second step was instantiating an array or allocating a memory to an array. Now in previous few slides I have explained that array in a Java is array in Java gets memory allocation dynamically. So exactly dynamically means at the time of execution it will get memory allocation. So here how this dynamic memory will get allocated? Using this keyword new. Whenever new keyword is used, that means you are allocating memory dynamically. So syntax is, you will give on left side, you will give your identifier that we have given array name is equal to assign memory for how much elements. So new, which indicates dynamically allocating memory, data type which indicates any primitive data, and next one is within a square bracket you are mentioning size of an array, how much element you are going to store, 4, 5, 10, whatever. This is what? Allocating memory. Now this first two concept we will see in a program. You just see this code. I have defined one array test. Within that I am declaring an array with identifier age. So int square bracket age. So it indicates that age is a variable of type integer as well as it is an array variable. Second point, it is instantiating an array. Age is equal to new int of 5. So allocate dynamic memory to age array of the size 5 element. So on execution of this code, you just focus on this image given on the right side. This type of contiguous memory will get allocated to array. Contiguous means you can see they are having indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time array indexing starts always with 0. Its first element has a 0th index, second element has a first index, and so on. So this is way you will get memory allocation in contiguous manner in an array. Second, how you are going to initialize an array. Now initializing an array means you are allocating value on particular index. So simple way is what? Give a array your variable name, give the index is equal to assign the value. Now if you see here, age of 0 is equal to 12, age of 1 is equal to 13, age of 2 is equal to 14, and so on. So it means on the execution of this total line 8 and 9 number, here on 0th position 12 will get assigned, 1 position 13, and so on. 4th position will be your 12. These all 5 elements are stored with the name age array variable. This is one thing. Second, how you are going to display it. Now if you see, whenever you want to display anything on a screen or output screen, you will use system.out.print, println, printf, so on. So here the same thing you are repeating for 5 elements. So instead of writing 5 things, you can use for loop as shown in program. The same concept we will see here. If you see, this is declaration of an array, initializing or instantiating of an array and initializing of an array, and after that I am using or executing a program. Okay, see here, you are getting array element at 0th position is 12, and so on. This is how you can get the output from this program. Now what else we can do? Instead of writing all these things, we can combine all together. How? We'll see here. If you focus, int square bracket age means you are declaring an array type variable with the identifier age is equal to 1 2 3 4 5. So this is one way to initialize as well as declare, instantiate and initialize. This is also you can follow if you want to write a simple array program. I hope you will like this video, and in this video we have covered how to initialize or how to declare, instantiate and initialize an array, as well as before that we have seen what exactly array concept is, what is use of it and types of an array. I hope you will like this video. Thank you.